The Formula S, and they had the Cuda. Cuda was the one that worked.
Before I start the video, don't forget to comment which car you think is going to win this race. Also, come on, subscribe to the channel, find us on Instagram, let's do this. This is a 1969 Plymouth Barracuda.
Ooh, Barracuda.
We like to have a good time here, am I right, my guys? But seriously, this car isn't any run-of-the-mill Barracuda because it's hiding a little secret.
Say hello to my little friend!
Actually, I guess it's not a little secret because it is plastered on the side of the car that this 1969 Plymouth Barracuda has the Cuda package with an M code 440. And you might be asking, well, what exactly do you get with the Cuda package? Well, you get hood stripes, non-functional hood scoops, black lower body striping, name and engine callouts on the fenders, and then shared with the Formula S package is a black grille and dual exhaust. However, I think we all know that the crown jewel of this Barracuda is that M code engine with 440 cubic inches of pure American explosive power.
Big ass bonfire, take 1, 2, 1, 0.
Compression ratio of that 440 is 10:1, and it made 375 horsepower at 4,600 RPM and 480 pound-feet of torque at 3,200 RPM. Interestingly, you could only get an automatic transmission in the cars equipped with a 440. Apparently, Plymouth was worried that a manual transmission would lead to a lot of damage of the other drivetrain components, and that means a lot of lost cash and warranty claims. So automatic transmission it is, and that's perfectly fine by me. I am not a transmission snob.
So I will give you $100 to not speak to me while I'm in the store. Okay?
The Cuda 440s had 355 gears as standard, but this car has the optional 391 gears. Even with the 440, the 69 Cuda was still fairly lightweight. This one with driver is coming in at 3,534 pounds. But keep in mind, about 57% of the weight was over the front tires, so that rear is going to want to slip everywhere. And as we all know, a slippery rear can be a really bad thing.
Oh my God!
These Cudas were a really good value. The base Barracuda in 1969 started out at $2,813. Then you had to upgrade to the Cuda 383 group, that was $344. That 440 engine was another $328. And of course, Sure Group was $42. The Torque Flight was $39. That gives you a grand total of $3,567.75. And if you adjust for inflation, that's only $24,924 today. If you noticed, I didn't make any mention about the cost of power steering, and that's because it wasn't available in the Cuda 440s. There just wasn't enough room to shove that unit in there. Ooh, it kind of sounds like I'm trying to talk dirty to you guys.
You like that?
Oh yeah, Dad. Do me, Dad.
They didn't make very many 440 Cudas in 1969. There were only 340 produced, and as you can imagine, if you can even find one for sale, they're pretty expensive. Check out this example from the Barrett-Jackson auction in 2017, where it sold for over $80,000. Car Life magazine tested an M code Cuda in June of 1969, and it ran 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds and the quarter mile in 13.89 seconds at 103.2 miles per hour. But enough talk about this 1969 Cuda 440, let's check out its opponent. This is a 1971 Buick Grand Sport 455 Stage 1. And it's a big boy.
First you gotta do the truffle shuffle.
But it also came with a big engine, that being 455 cubic inches, and if you're keeping track, that's 15 more cubic inches than the Cuda. And there aren't too many people out there that would complain about having a few more inches.
Kind of like hold my knees.
Alright. You hold my knees. Hold my knees.
Even though these are heavy cars, they have plenty of torque, and so on the drag strip, there's not that many other cars that can really touch them. Even though the compression ratio was down to 8.5 in 1971, that 455 Stage 1 engine still made 345 gross horsepower at 5,000 RPM and 460 pound-feet of torque at 3,000 RPM. 342 gears were standard on the Stage 1 equipped Grand Sports, and that's what our featured car still has. Unlike the Cuda, the Buick had a couple of transmission options. You could still get a 4-speed manual, but our featured one has the 3-speed automatic, and you know it's a turbo 400, and those things are extra beefy. Do you remember when I said that the Buick GS is a rather big boy? Well, this car with driver is coming in at 4,040 pounds. Yeesh. Buick didn't make very many Grand Sports in 1971, only 9,170. And if you break that down into the hardtop Stage 1 cars, well, that was only 801. If you were looking for a car with a lot of different exterior color options, well then the GS was a fantastic place to start, because they had 25 colors available in 1971. By chance, would you like to know how many different colors are available on the 2020 Buick GS? 5 colors.
Nope.
But enough talk about these two cars. Let's see what they can do on the drag strip.
26 at 97 miles per hour for the car, the Super Sport. Next.
In this clip, you guys are going to see the camera pan upward a couple times really quick. I was just having some audio issues and had to fix the microphone.
In the right lane, very cool rear car. David Doyle has this 1969.
And the Buick comes in with a quicker ET of 13.72 seconds at 98.45 miles per hour, but he did red light, so that gives the win automatically to the Cuda, who ran an equally impressive 13.73 at 100.79 miles per hour. Let's see what happens in round 2.
Red light, 85. Dallas Shaw has this 1971 Buick Grand Sport, Stage 1 car, going against Dave Doyle with his 440 Cuda, which stock is kind of a handful that puts some tires on that.
This time, the Buick didn't red light, and he ran an even quicker 13.68 at 99.62 miles per hour. Then in the other lane, the Cuda ran a little bit slower with a 13.90 at 100.98 miles per hour. Since each car has one win, let's check out that third race because that's going to determine the overall winner of the matchup.
99 miles per hour. Up next, 1971 GS. Going against his 1969 Cuda 340. They had two performance Barracudas in 1969. They had the Formula S and they had the Cuda. Cuda was a little bit worse.
And the Cuda runs his quickest time yet with a very impressive 13.70 at 101.14 miles per hour, but he did red light, so that gives the win to the Buick, who in this round ran his slowest time yet with a 14.05 at 97.55 miles per hour, but again, with that red light of the Cuda, the Buick automatically takes this round and the overall matchup.
97 miles per hour. Up next, 19.
Thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you at the next one.